Hello guys, I'm Marcus Magiolo. I'm an author, also an animal behaviorist, and today we're gonna talk about book reviews. But before that, let me just show you Ancient Clues. This is my new novel. It was published last month. It's available everywhere. We have ebooks. The audiobook is absolutely amazing. If you like to listen, it's amazing. Jordan Henderson did an amazing job, so it's also available there. We have hardcover, I have deluxe edition, we have a lot of different options. So if you're interested in some mystery, this is Ancient Clues, mystery that goes back to ancient things in the past. So anyway, so today we're gonna talk about book reviews. And why I decided to do this video is because I've been talking with other self-published authors. We have this little group of people that we're always talking with each other. And recently, the topic of bad reviews popped there, and we were talking why some people just write bad reviews. Of course, at the moment that your book is out there, at the moment that your whatever, at the moment that you put your work out for people to review, sooner or later we're gonna need to deal with bad reviews, deal with people that are angry, deal with people that like to just shout bad stuff. And there's a very funny story that I remember 30 years ago that happened with me. I'm gonna tell very quick. So in 1993, 31 years ago, a movie came to the theaters, a movie called Jurassic Park. And I remember I was 15 years old and I went to watch Jurassic Park and I was stunned. It was like, my God, it was the movie of my life. I almost went to study dinosaurs because I like that movie so much, and it was amazing. So like I love that book, that movie. But the thing is, I remember there was this very famous movie critic in Brazil. I was in Brazil at that time, and he wrote his column in a newspaper. And I remember my father every morning reading the newspaper, and I was always in love with movies. And I got the newspaper to read that column about Jurassic Park, and that critic has completely destroyed the movie. He said so many horrible things about the movie. I remember he gave like 1 star to the movie, something like that, and saying that that's the movies like that will destroy the movie industry. Movies should be more intelligent. That's just a piece of crap and all that. And I was so mad with that critic. But then something very interesting happened. A few days later, the same critic was in a TV show and he was interviewing the cast and Steven Spielberg, the director. So he was there with the cast in front of him. I remember Laura Dern was there, and I think Sam Neill is his name, was there, and Steven Spielberg. And this same critic that say a lot of horrible things about the movie a few days before, in the newspaper, was like interviewing and talking with Steven Spielberg, like, wow, those special effects are amazing. Well, so like being very nice with everybody. And I was watching that and I was saying, you piece of crap, why you don't tell Steven Spielberg everything you wrote in your review in your newspaper? I'm being so nice with him. You say so many bad stuff about his movie, and now that you are face to face with him, you don't. It's because it's exactly how it is. Every time I have an encounter with a reader, I never have anybody saying bad stuff in my face about my books. But in the internet, people become that they turn. And it's like that. That guy say a lot of horrible things about Jurassic Park in the newspaper. But when he met with Steven Spielberg face to face, he just say a lot of good stuff. So like, why I'm telling this story is, honestly, for most part of the time, it's not that important what people shout on internet, what people shout online, what people shout in the newspaper, or because they hide themselves behind a laptop, behind a typewriter, you know? So like they're very brave behind here. But when they meet you in person, no. It's something very interesting because people say this is something new. It started happening after the invention of the internet. In 1993, we didn't have internet. Trust me, there was a world without internet and without cell phones. 1993, we had nothing of those things. And this kind of behavior already happened 30 years ago. So people who say one thing behind their typewriter and another thing in person, it is what it is. So when you have a bad review, first, don't take it too seriously. Even because if you remember my last video, I said in my last video that for me as an author, it's better if somebody review, good or bad, than don't review. Because if people are going there and reviewing, the algorithm on Amazon or any other website will understand that people are talking about my book. So it's like it's like that old thing, you know, like say bad things or good things, but talk about me. You know what I mean? There's a saying similar to that, don't remember now. So don't get too stressed if you have a bad review. There is some rare exceptions, very rare exceptions, that a bad review is important because sometimes there is people reviewing, giving like 3 stars, but saying important things. So like sometimes there is your story will have problems, and a review that is a medium review will be important for you to try to identify where you make the mistake and how you improve. But most part of the time, 1-star reviews, 2-star reviews, they don't mean anything because normally it's always a hater there who has nothing else to do and I'm just gonna go and put a 1-star review. So that's what I'm saying. Pay attention on 3-star reviews, 4-star reviews, because those are reviews. They're like sometimes kind of honest. I like your story, but there's this one here that I didn't like. And honestly, I cannot complain about the reviews on my book. So like, let me give an example. This is my daughter's dog, right? This is the book that I published last year. And I did a little research here. And my daughter's dog has 81% 5 stars review, 15% 4 stars review, and 4% 3 stars review. I have no 1 star and 2 stars. Ancient Clues, believe it or not, is a little bit more controversy. I think it's because what I took the story. So I have 69% 5 stars review so far, 25 4-star, and 7% 3 stars. I don't have any 2 stars or any 1 star. So honestly, I cannot complain. I don't have any people give me 2 stars and 1 stars. But those 3 stars reviews, sometimes you need to take a look and say, okay, let me see what this person is saying. Because sometimes it's the person like it, but there's one little thing here and there. But overall speaking, don't get upset if you get a bad review. Most part people are there just to scream bad stuff and because they have nothing else to do. And that's how life it is. This is how it was before internet. That's how it was before cell phones. People are very brave behind a screen, behind a keyboard. But when they meet with you in person, they're probably not going to treat you like that. Okay? Thank you very much. Bye.